Success as an ASEAN independent business owner is not guaranteed, but rather influenced by an individual's specific efforts. No one is guaranteed success as an IBO. This presentation was recorded during the Sydney International Event March 24 to 26, 2017. This presentation may contain information regarding the ASEAN compensation plan, promotions and product pricing which has changed since the date of the recording. Views expressed and any claims or comparisons made by IBOs presenting are theirs and not ASEAN's. Please check ASEANPacific.com and IBO back office for an up-to-date information.
I'm going to communicate with you some things that we're doing, and sometimes you can do the slightest thing that makes the biggest impact, and that's what I want to communicate with you. And what I'm going to communicate with you is a couple things. One, some direction enhancements we're going with the compensation plan, a little optimization, simple, but I believe it's going to make a major impact. The second thing I want to talk about is how to think about what we're doing so you can really fully take advantage of what we're communicating. But when you think of our business, you know, obviously, being in direct sales, you want your business to grow as fast as you can. You almost want it to grow like a fire, you know, in a dry field, just out of control. And that's where you want to get to. The key to having that level of momentum and success starts with, obviously, the leadership, presenting and training and providing all the right support. But one of the keys is keeping the business simple. And I will tell you, how many of you in this room view yourself as a leader? How many of you view yourself as a leader, right? Leaders sometimes think that their role is to be more sophisticated than it actually is. A good leader keeps things simple. A good leader doesn't allow people to take them off track. Leader, your job is to put people on track. Have you ever had someone start asking you a bunch of questions about the ACM business? So many questions that you started getting confused? Does that ever happen to anybody here? I've had people corner me and start asking me questions, giving me ideas, talking about this, talking about that. I've been so overwhelmed sometimes by a single conversation, I kind of stumble back and I start questioning my ability to even continue this business because they're so overwhelming. You have to snap out of it. Our job is not to let someone take us off track. Our job is to put them on track. A leader's job is to keep it simple in every possible way. When the new person enters this business, they've got a lot to learn. But you want to say, look, there's a lot to learn. Over time, you'll gain confidence. Over time, you'll gain experience and all the things you need, all the knowledge about all the services, everything over time. But in the beginning, relax. Our job is to keep it simple. We do two things. We get customers. We get customer getters. And the whole idea of a plan is to follow the plan. The compensation plan is nothing more than the business plan. That's what it is. And everyone knows that if you start a business, the people that put a good business plan together and follow that business plan are typically the ones that have the most and quickest success. Well, that's what we're doing. That is what the compensation plan is. It's our business plan. Step 1, qualified team trainer. Step 2, ETT, ETL, and just don't stop following the plan. People say, where should I do? How should I focus my energy? Follow the plan. I always advise people, learn the compensation plan for 2 reasons. 1, it will keep you very focused on what you should be doing. Follow the plan. And 2, when you understand the comp plan and you thoroughly understand the plan, the more excited you will be about what you're doing and why you're doing it. For anyone that really understands our compensation plan, you can't sleep. And I will tell you this, people sometimes say, you know, I'm motivated, sometimes I need to be motivated. Look, every leader sometimes needs to be remotivated. You want to get remotivated? Just re-recruit yourself. Go back and look at that compensation plan. See where you are, see where you need to go, and kind of look at the possibilities. You can't help but get re-excited again. Re-recruit yourself. I believe we have the single greatest compensation plan the direct selling industry has ever seen. There'll be no plan like us in the past. There'll be no plan in the future like us. We are in a league of our own, and it's taken years to refine the compensation plan that we have. And I promise you, some people go through the business, they never really study it. Take the time and study it. But I'm telling you, the more you understand it, the more you will see long-term, it is the single greatest plan you'll ever see. So let me talk about this plan and some of the things that we're going to do to really help simplify your business and help really generate some motivation from the new people joining, the existing IBOs, and how we can really start our businesses when we leave this event this weekend. So I'm going to talk about the compensation plan and some enhancements that relate to structure and the customer bonuses, okay? First thing I'm going to talk about is starting this weekend, starting today through the end of April. This is for existing IBOs. We're going to give you a little extra for going out there and getting some personal points. And basically, for every 25 personal points you acquire, we're going to give you $250 over and above normal compensation. So you can do that as many times as you want. So for those of you that are getting customers, want to get customers, want to put a big push on what we're doing between now and the end of April, take full advantage of that. Now, that's for existing IBOs. What is an existing IBO? Anyone with a start date prior to March 1st. Because March, you're considered a new IBO, all right? So this is for existing IBOs starting today through the end of April. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about everybody, and then I'm going to show you how, and then I'm going to move towards the new IBOs and how this is all going to work together. Let's talk about every IBO. Starting April 1st, we are going to have new ETT qualifications and new ETL qualifications. And what we're going to do, the purpose of what I'm going to show you is to simplify, streamline, but more importantly, promote the behavior that you want new IBOs to follow so there's less confusion and more focus on what a new IBO should do, okay? Because right now in our plan, let's look at existing qualifications. Let's start with executive team trainer. Today, to become an executive team trainer, you need 25 personal customer points or 25 customer points between you and your team, as long as you have 10 of those 25 points. Now, here's what we love about this, is it's customer driven. We are a customer acquisition company. But sometimes a new person gets involved and they don't know, do I get customers? Do I build a team? They're not really sure what their focus is. So what we decided to do to simplify this, because we really want people becoming ETT as quick as they can, and we want the right people becoming ETTs and getting paid at that level as quick as they can. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that. We're going to reduce it to only 20 customer points. So to become an ETT, there'll be two ways you can qualify, either 20 personal customer points, and if you do that, congratulations. By the way, we love customer getters. Who loves customer getters? Okay, so anybody who becomes an ETT or any position because of personal customers, congratulations, you deserve that promotion. But when you work your way up in the plan, remember that one of the values of working your way up is getting those customer acquisition bonuses. Keep that in mind. You got to build a team. But get personal customers. In our example, you are a great leader. You're a great example, and you're doing what all IBOs should be doing. Okay, there's two ways to become an ETT, because not everyone's going to do this with personal customers, because obviously we all want to build a team. So most people are going to do it by building a team. So here's a second way you can become an ETT. It's either 20 personal customer points or 20 customer points between you and your team, okay, but you have to have at least one qualified team trainer in 2 separate legs. All right? So 20 customers between you. Now, right now, if you listen to what I just said, you no longer have to have 10. All you have to have is your qualification. So what I'm basically saying to you is you want to keep it simple? Watch this. How do you become an ETT? 777. Okay. You become a qualified team trainer, help 2 people become qualified team trainers, and congratulations, you're at 21 points. You're over 20. You just became an executive team trainer. Now, why is this important? Think of simplicity. When somebody gets involved in the business, of course, they got to get training. They got to learn about the services. They got to learn how to get customers. But in the very beginning, you want to say, let's get the ball rolling. First step, let's get you qualified, because everybody needs to be qualified to earn income. Second thing, let's start building the business while you're learning. Let's get 2 people involved. You get qualified, help 2 people do it. Congratulations. Boom, you just became an executive team trainer. How many of you guys agree? That's a simple plan, right? Simple. Get qualified, help 2 people get their qualifying customers, and you are now an ETT. All right, is that simple, yes or no? All right, so the game plan begins. Now, the next step is ETL. We want ETL to also be consistent with keeping it simple and giving people the right plan that dictates the right behavior so we can keep it simple for everybody. So today, ETL is 75 personal customer points or 75 customer points between you and your team, as long as you have 15 of those 75 points. Now, the beauty of this, again, it's customer driven. That's the best thing about it. The only thing that we've noticed about this qualification that we don't think is really working as the way we would like it is because everybody overrides the same 75 points, there are some people that are overriding other people that are working hard, which we're fine with that, but all they did is get their 15 points and they become ETL, and now the person above them that's really working hard and supporting it gets blocked from the ETL bonuses. Does that make sense? So what we want to do, we just want a certain minimum work to be accomplished to be considered an ETL. So two things we've done. We've simplified the ETL qualifications, but we've also set it up so the right people become ETLs. Now, what I'm going to show you does not, nobody's going to be put at a disadvantage. It's just going to give everyone an incentive to do what we want them to do anyway, and that's follow the plan. So here's new ETL qualifications effective April 1st going forward. We're going to reduce to only 50 personal customer points. 50 personal customer points. Now, how many of you guys agree for those that are customer getters, that's very achievable, yes or no? So now someone can go for 50 personal customer points, they can become an ETL. Or 50 personal customer points between you and your team, okay, and we're going to allow you to count up to 20 customer points in any particular leg. Okay, so how does this impact you? 50 points between you and your team. You need 15 of those personally. And so if you have one power leg that has all the points, you're going to need to start another leg to get those additional 20. You can only count up to 20 in a particular team. Okay, so if you have your 15, you have a team over 20, all you need is another team that has at least 20, and you're going to become an executive team leader. So why is this good? Because now somebody that's overriding another team that really has a bunch of points that are growing, they're going to have to do one more person in the business for them to be compensated as an ETL. So that way the people that are working, that have at least 2 legs, they won't be blocked from someone else that is not at least doing the simple basic things that we want them to do. Does that all make sense, you guys? So watch how great this is. Here's the beauty of what I'm going to show you. It's actually simpler. It's a game plan that's easy to follow for the new person. And the right people, it's going to help them quicker become ETLs. And we really want an IBO that's brand new. We want them to become ETT quicker. We don't want them to be team trainers. We want them ETTs. Those people that are ETTs that are serious, we want you ETLs as quick as possible because we want you moving up the plan as quickly as you can. So this will help you move up the plan a lot faster for those that are working. But look how simple this is. Here's the game plan. Keep it simple. Every new person that starts out, first thing you do, become an ETT. How do we do that? 7, 7, 7. Say that. 7, 7, 7. Say it again. Say it again. So what does a new person do? They become an ETT. Now what's the next thing they do? They help 2 people on their team go 7, 7, 7. Guess what that adds up to? As long as you get your personal 15 points, those 2 individuals went ETT, you went ETL. Go 7, 7, 7. Help 2 people go 7, 7, 7. Get your 15. Boom, you're an ETL. So look how easy it is. 7, 7, 7, ETT. Help 2 people go 7, 7, 7. Get your 15, ETL. Are things starting to happen? Yes or no? And if you want people getting in, getting trained, learning about the services, putting people in the business as fast as they can, following a simple plan. 7, 7, 7. Help 2 people go 7, 7, 7. The business is growing. When people follow a plan and everyone does the same exact thing, you're going to notice more ETTs, more ETLs, which is going to produce more team coordinators, which will produce more regional directors, which will produce more regional vice presidents, and eventually you will break all the records of how many senior vice presidents come out of a particular area of the world. Are you guys ready to make this happen? Everything starts that way. Now, here's some great news. There are individuals that may be sitting in this room right now that meet these new qualifications. You were just shy of the 75 points, but you may meet what I just showed you at both ETT and ETL. And if not here, there are definitely people out there in the field that already meet these qualifications. So guess what happens to them? As of April 1st, congratulations, they automatically become ETTs and ETLs. Now, there are also some people that are ETTs and ETLs. It's rare, but there are some that maybe don't meet that new qualification. And so here's our attitude. Too bad. No, I'm just kidding. That was a total joke. That was a joke. Here's what we're going to do for you, because we want everyone to benefit from what we're doing here. So what we're going to do, anybody that is a current ETT or an ETL, for whatever reason, maybe you're overriding a big team of 75 points, but you need that one more team to get the 20 points, we are going to give you plenty of time to meet the new qualifications. ETTs will have 60 days. ETLs will have 90 days to meet the new qualifications. Do you guys agree that's more than fair, right? So basically, as of April 1st, those will be the new qualifications. It's going to be simple. It is going to be duplicatable. Everyone's going to do the same exact thing, and you're going to start seeing all kinds of simplicity and momentum. Now, a new IBO won't have to make a decision. Boy, am I supposed to get customers? You want me to build a team? Yes, 777. Help 2 people go 777. You go ETL. And everybody does that, and everyone's going to win in this business. And then while people get trained, then they can build their personal customers and all the different things that they're doing. Now, in addition to this, here's how we're going to modify, or I should say, here's how we're going to do the bonuses. Now, we never do this. What I'm going to do now, we never do. We never let you know what the next month bonus is in advance of the next month. We never do that. Okay, but I'm going to do it now because I want you to see how, as of April 1st, the new qualifications for ETT and ETL will work with the bonuses. And here's what we're going to do. So, first thing we're going to do is, because we've simplified ETL to only 50 points, we wanted to reduce all bonuses to 30 days. So fast start bonuses will be 30 days. No longer do we want to have 60-day bonuses. And the reason for that is because the purpose of a bonus is 2 things. One is we want to give anyone thinking about ACN motivation to want to sign up and do it and take advantage of an extra bonus that we may be offering. So how many of you guys agree if somebody could get a fast start bonus in their first 30 days, they could qualify for it? That will help a lot of people. Do you all agree with that? So one of the reasons is just to give more to the new people that work hard. The second reason, I can't remember what the second reason was. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, second reason is to give everyone focus on exactly what to do when they join the business, okay? So here's what we're going to do. As of April 1st, here's going to be the bonuses. It'll be a 2-part bonus. The first part bonus, oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. The key to the bonus is also to create urgency. Say urgency. Urgency is a key word because when someone gets started, you have to have an attitude of let's do it, but let's do it now. And that's why we want bonuses within 30 days. If you take bonuses and extend them beyond the 30 days, it kills urgency. How many of you, when you get someone involved in the business, you would like those individuals to start introducing you to people ASAP? Yes or no? It has to happen fast. Everything's about excitement and urgency, and let's get the ball rolling, and that's why we want to bring the bonuses down to 30 days. So by simplifying the ETL and bringing it down to 50 points, we're going to be able to do this and really create simplicity and achieving it as well. So here's the 2-part bonus as of April. Part 1, earn ETT in the first 30 days of your start date for all IBOs who start in April, 777 with a total of 30 points. So it's ETT plus points. Congratulations, you just made $300. Okay? Want to keep going? ETL. Do that. Follow through to ETL. $1,000. Now listen to this. If you're at ETT with 30 points, it's only 20 more points. And you go not up to, it's in addition to, that's $1,300. Okay? So if a new IBO does one portion of that, $300, both portions of this, that's $1,300 for doing the simple thing you want them to do, 777, help 2 people go 777. Now, I think everybody knows that it's very doable for a new IBO to go ETT with points within 30 days. Y'all agree with that? That is doable. The question is, when people look at this, is it okay? Can we still hit ETL in 30 days? Well, let me ask you a question. If somebody, here's basically what you got to do when you get someone involved in the business. You guys say, do you believe you can go ETT in 30 days? Of course, people are going to say, yes, it's doable. Well, just get 2 people to join with you at the same time. Get them to do the ETT. If they can do it in 30 days, you automatically go ETL. It's just about everyone becoming ETT in 30 days, you go ETL. Does that make sense, you guys? Simple, and we can get people in, get them excited, keeping it simple, doing 777, helping 2 people go 777. They can make up to $1,300 in the month of April. Who can see April being a very momentous month with this bonus? Now, this is great. This is great for April, but let's talk about March. Okay, March, we are running a great bonus in March. You guys know it's a 2-part ETT bonus. That's what we're doing in March. We're not changing that. Okay, so anyone who started in the month of March, you will get the March bonus. Anyone who starts in April, you will get the April bonus. But we're thinking, we don't want any confusion. We don't want anybody saying, wait, I would rather, sign my friend up in the business because I would rather him go for the $1,000 or more than so here's what we're going to do. We're doing something we never do. We're going to add a little portion to this bonus for the people that start as of today in the month of March through the end of March. So everyone who started prior to today will still get what you see here. Anyone who starts as a new IBO as of today through the end of March, we're going to add the $1,000 ETL bonus to this as well. Now, that means that the last week of the month of March, anybody you present to, anybody that joins the business in the last week of March can earn up to $1,750. So I know what I would be thinking if I was a new IBO. If I started last week, I would probably be a little upset that I didn't get this, right? But there's always a line that has to be drawn. Here's how I want you to look at this, and here's how I want you to paint the picture to anybody who joined in the month of March, but not the last week. Say, don't look at it as, I might miss this. Look at it as the company just gave you a very strong promotion to offer all the people you're going to introduce to the business in the last week of the month that just empowered you to get people excited and have a huge beginning or an end of the month. Does that make sense, you guys? Think about this. Do you realize that with this bonus, when you leave this event, I'd be making phone calls today. Anyone that you've been presenting to, anyone you're thinking about, this last week of March, I would get everybody and say, look, if you want to sign up, now is the week to sign up. This bonus will not be available like this, and it will not be when March comes to an end. Okay? This could help you really have a strong close for the month of March. Does that make sense? Now, with all those people that get involved in the end of March, guess what? You're launching April with the new ETT, new ETL qualifications, and the April bonuses. That means March should have the strongest close you could ever imagine, and April will be the biggest month that you're ever going to have with these two things going on at the same time. And this is consistent with you guys just shattering records and getting the year going. Does that make sense, you guys? How many of you love the bonuses? How many of you love the new direction with the qualifications?